Sports Trust acts as an implementation partner to its trustees, stakeholders and corporate donors. It distributes sporting equipment, kit and installs sports facilities in rural or historically disadvantaged communities in South Africa across all sporting codes for both abled and disabled sports.
Massive day here in Upington today. The Let's Play Physical Education Challenge kicks off in Upington in the Northern Cape. And of course we're here today at Rosendal Primary, where the school who can have the bragging rights for the year to say that, hey, we are the fittest school in the country, who won last year's Phys Ed Challenge. We are handing over their massive prize to the school, a 1.3 million rand sports court, courtesy of the Sports Trust, to the school today, and we're expecting a whole lot of people here to come today. Massive support from the community in Upington.
So the Department of Basic Education has been a very proud partner of Super Sports and Let's Play for the last three or 4 years. You know, in 2015 when Super Sport initiated the Physical Education Challenge, we were very keen to get involved. I think we started with about 400 schools in that year. We've expanded last year to about almost 700 schools, and we're targeting 1,500 schools this year. We are already talking to Super Sports about what it is that we can do to expand even further. You know, physical education is an absolutely critical component of education.
Now, look, as a department, we are very delighted. I think, one, it puts our province in the mark as the Northern Cape. But also, secondly, it says that there is capacity in our province, as small as it is in terms of numbers. So I'm very much excited for this school in particular, because you can see it's sort of a school where you've got your black children. So for them to get this type of facilities, it's a very good thing for us.
Well, the excitement about this program is that the partnership with SuperSport goes a long way with the Sports Trust. The SuperSport is actually a trustee of the trust, so we are quite happy to partner with SuperSport through the Let's Play programs, specifically this program where they are trying to put back physical education in schools. And we're happy that the program has currently reached 651 schools and hundreds of thousands of children are participating in the program.
I mean, isn't it fantastic, you know, that a very poor community like Rosendal, you know, here in Upington, has won a challenge that is open to all schools in the country, not just to poor schools, not just to, you know, schools in rural communities, but all schools across the country. And, you know, this school has emerged as the top school in 2016. And so to have a court like this, you know, donated to the school of 1.3 million rand, you know, the only thing we can hope for is that the school will continue to use this facility, but also make the facility open to the community so that the community could benefit from it.
The involvement of the Sports Trust basically is the donation of the sports court facility. The facility itself, it's durable, can last up to 20 years, and kids can play up to 5 codes of sports in the facility.
I just want to say, we are the champions! Because this is a very, very, very big day for us at Rosendal Intermediate School. I'm part of the school for 37 years now, and we reached many goals, but this was the cherry on the cake because we never ever won a national event. So we're very, very excited about this, and we start, as you know, we start in took place part in 2015, and were third in the land. And one of my teachers, the team leader, Mr. Dick, told me, Mrs. Alice, next year is our year. And I said, oh, Mr. Dick, we must just be positive, man. And he said, but we are positive. I'm positive. We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Not only are we handing over the sport court, but today also sees the kickoff of the Physical Education Challenge in a new format, thanks to the ingenuity of our partners, Active Education, where the kids are now involved in slightly different mechanics with the Phys Ed Challenge, but they're enjoying it. You can see in the background the kids are loving it, and off they go. They're having a huge amount of fun. We've extended that to grade 6s as well. Why not? We're in the schools. Let's get more kids participating, give them hope and opportunity, get them fitter and stronger to play sport.
One thing that I want to make is that it's very important, and it's something that we must inculcate in our school, that they must get involved in sports physically now they are at school, because we want to bring back that culture, that our young people must be at the sports ground and they must be playing sports instead of being in the streets and doing nothing, so they end up doing crime.
It means a lot to the school and the community. As you can see, this green field on which we stand, we get some money from the lotto a few years ago, and we use it for sport because we're very, very serious about sport. We believe a child in sport is a child out of court. And academically, it also helps the child when it's physical that he can think better in the classroom. So this court, we're going to use it to the utmost. We're going to use it, we're going to bring in our community also to make use of it, because as you can see, there's no sport facilities in this community, as it is a disadvantaged community.
All of them, they are happy here, and it tells you exactly that the community has welcomed, because you can see that the old people that are here, but also children that are here are very excited, and I think they have welcomed the fact that they are getting these types of facility in their town.
It's just so rewarding for me personally, you know, for when we initiated the program 2-3 years ago, I couldn't have imagined that we would have grown it to this extent. And I think this will really go a long way to assisting the Department of Basic Education to resuscitate physical education in our schools.
Of course, we are involved in a sports school program as the department, and of course we'll continue doing rounds in this school in particular, because of they've got facilities. Now we would need teachers that would be available to train them and make sure that they are involved in all types of sports.
Partnerships are very, very important to the success of such an initiative, like Department of Basic Education, who've basically given us the rubber stamp to proceed with this initiative. Together with Sport and Rec, obviously sport is their domain. And of course UNICEF, who've put up their hands and said, you know what, we want to be part of this. And we've got a couple of other guys that are really, really interested in terms of nutritional programs, coupled to the exercise programs, which are going to be really, really great. And I need to isolate and make mention of Steers, who've really come to the party to give these kids the opportunity to have food in their stomachs before they actually exercise. You know, we've been to so many schools where the children do not have or not eaten that particular day. So for them to get some carbohydrates and some protein before they actually exercise is very, very important. So thank you, big heads up to Steers for your support.
We hope that this becomes a motivation for other schools throughout the country. The other thing that has touched me personally, if you see the children around, I mean, you can see that you know, there are kids that are coming from communities that are not really well off. It just shows that, you know, you don't have to be coming from privileged communities to achieve something like, such as this.
The Sports Trust acts as an implementation partner to its trustees, stakeholders, and corporate donors. It distributes sporting equipment, kit, and installs sports facilities in rural or historically disadvantaged communities in South Africa across all sporting codes for both abled and disabled sports.